Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. Either way, I'm super happy you're here. So as you can see, I already did my left hand. Hurt my cuticle. Oops, it's a little bit irritated. So we're going to do the right hand. And the reason that I chose to do my right hand on camera is because I'm doing a French tip with dip, and I have a lot more control doing this process with my right hand than I do with my left hand. I'm pretty decent at dipping my non-dominant hand. Well, okay, I'm right-handed, so a lot of people struggle, and I did struggle a lot in the beginning trying to dip my right hand. Not the dipping part, but, the base part, because my left hand is not as coordinated as my right hand, but I have gotten a lot better at it because I've been doing it for a few years now. But when it comes to doing the French tip, you have to kind of go in, and I should have used my French tip tray. I have 2, 3, I don't know. And instead I used these, which definitely worked fine. But it may have worked better if I would have used that. So you got to go in at the right angle and have a lot of control. So I thought doing it on my right hand would be better, and that is what I did. So I'm only going to show, because I do all the nails same, I'm only going to show the first layer and the second layer on these first 2 nails. The rest I do off camera. And then there will be a little bit of nail art later. I wanted to add a little pop to it. I should have used darker stickers, or like more colorful stickers, because they are hard to see actually, no matter what. Like, even in the pictures, I mean, you can tell I'm wearing them and you can see them, but they don't pop as much as I would have liked. I did use like white and like pastel green, and I think that's it. So to put white over white, well, that doesn't show up very well. But I think this is my first time doing a more classic French, and granted, I am dipping into a shimmer dip instead of just like a solid white. I did think that it would look better, and I'm pretty happy with it. I actually can't stop looking at this hand. I love it so much. And I would look at the other hand more because I actually love the dip and the decals, but my pointer finger is so mad at me. I had like a little hangnail and I went to clip it off, and I think I got a little too much. I struggle at that sometimes. Anyway, we are on the second layer now. So the dip part is going to go pretty quickly, but there's a lot that I do when I'm doing any kind of nail art, whether it be simple stickers or decals or stamping. There's a process to encapsulating it that sometimes takes a lot. Okay, I should just stop talking today. So on the second layer, it's a lot easier because I kind of just go in and follow the same line that I did on the first layer. When I pull my finger back, well, not just now because I decided to dip it in again, and I didn't even show it that time, but I pull my finger back and I dust off the white shimmer into my garbage can that got on the back of my nail. That's all I'm doing right there. And then I am using clear to basically fill in the rest of the nail and kind of, I guess, encapsulate that white shimmer at the same time, because it's still a little tacky, but it's clear. And that is one of the reasons I did not use a color. But the other reason is because I have like tips on, full cover tips that are a little bit pink, nude pink. So I already have a base color on, so I didn't really need to add a color to this. So that is why I'm using clear for the base. So I'm going to take a break. was a quick break. So we activated after we clear capped all the nails, and we hear our tappy sound, and then we filed and buffed off camera, and now I'm just cleaning off all the dust from my nails. I use a fluffy brush to clean it off first, and then I go in with this hard stiff brush, dip it in some, well, I have a pump bottle, so I get it wet with alcohol, and then boom. So now, as you can see, I'm activating again. So I like to activate and then put the stickers on, and then use a coat of dip base, or in this case, I'm using an older bottle of dip top coat that I don't use as top coat. So, and that way I can encapsulate them and then go in with my top coating process and not worry about any I don't know, it just makes me feel better. I don't know if you really need to. I probably could activate, put the stickers on, and then go in and top coat right after, but my worry with that is that the activator would have sat on my nails too long, and then do I know words today? It wouldn't work the right way. And I really have no desire to sit here and wait for 20 minutes for my top coat to dry. Although on both hands, I did have a little bit of an issue with my top coat. Usually within 5 minutes, my nails are good to go dry, but they weren't. And then I touched them, of course. And then, yeah, I don't know why that is. But here you can see I'm just kind of like trying to decide where I want the stickers. Once I decide where I want it, I have to use my finger to hold it down because it's kind of stuck to the tweezers. So it doesn't want to stick to the nail until I make it stick to the nail. So I'm just kind of looking, deciding if I'm going to add more or if I'm going to leave it. And then I decide I'm just going to put a sticker on every nail. So I have 2 sticker sheets. I got these both from Temu. I will do my best to link them. Sometimes they're not available anymore because, I don't know, Temu goes through things like crazy. But if they're available, I will find them and link them. And then, yeah. So I do really like these stickers, but I think they would have, looked better on something colored because they're really light. But I do like the way that they turned out. I think you'll see better when I get to the cuticle oil part and I show my nails a little closer. So I think we're on the last sticker, and I decided to use a dragonfly. So once I get this one applied, we will do our encapsulating. As you can see, I didn't mention this, but I'm pretty sure you can tell. Unless you're new here, which if you are, hi, welcome. I hope you guys stick around, subscribe, like, yeah, I'd love to have you, join in every week, twice a week. But I did change out my tips. So I soaked off the old ones in some acetone. They came off pretty well. I still have a little bit of damage on my nails from previous, but I do think that this process is going to be so much better than the press-ons as far as nail growth and nail health, which is why I decided to stop doing press-ons and go back to doing them on my nails. So all the nails are encapsulated. I only showed the 2 because, well, I'm going to stick with the theme of only showing 2, except I showed all for the stickers. So that's okay. Now I'm activating again, and I activate twice for top coat, and that is just because I use the Odorless and I really want it to dry faster. So I did try, I think on my left hand, not wiping off the excess activator, of course. And for some reason, they took even longer to dry. So I don't know. I don't know if my top coat is contaminated, or I don't know why my hand is frozen. What is happening? That was weird, but it didn't show up for you guys. I'm doing my voiceover and my hand isn't moving, and I'm like, what's going on? So I thought something was wrong, but apparently it wasn't. So ignore that last part. Anyway, so we wait 2 minutes after the activator. We're going to wipe off the excess with a lint-free wipe, no alcohol, and then we are going to go into our first layer of top coat. And the first layer is quick swipes. How many doesn't matter, just quick swipes, and then I wipe it off always on a paper towel. And that way I'm not putting it back into my bottle just on the off chance that it is contaminated. But the odorless are very hard, not impossible. I learned that the hard way, but they're very hard to contaminate. So you'd have, yeah, I mean, because I have a decent amount of liquid on my brush and I kind of am floating it over and I'm not like letting the brush sit there and sit on my nail for a long period of time, it's not going to contaminate. But they can contaminate. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. So once I wrap up this first layer of top coat, we will go in with our second layer, but we'll wait 1 minute in between. And I did get a little bit on my skin, so I'm just cleaning it off right now with a cuticle stick. I've been doing and just trying to be a lot more careful about not flooding my cuticles and not getting any on my skin. And I think I've been doing really good. It just takes a little bit of patience and being a little more cautious. So now we are on the second layer and we can take our time. We are going to cap that free edge and yeah, we're going to be just a little bit more careful. So I don't know. I'm still kind of deciding if I like this shape better or if I want to go back to the shorter almondletto. I don't know. They're not really stiletto, but they're not really almond either. They originally were almond, but I shaped them so that they're a little more pointy because I really hate almond on me. I think they're so icky on me. I love them on other people. It's just every time I put them on me, I'm like, I can't do that. You know, we all have those shapes that we can't stand. It's like square. I see square on people and I love it and I hate them on me. But in pictures, I'm like, oh, I really like that. And so I do them again and I'm like, no, I really don't like that. But I like them in, it's so weird. I'm so weird. I don't know why. Anyway, we are almost done with, well, we're done with top coat and bam, this is what we got. We are all wrapped up. Oh, I'm so sad about the left hand. I really wish it didn't look like that. So because I did a little bit of cuticle prep and hurt the one nail, I'm going to use my trusty back balm. If I put this on for like a few times a day for a couple days, that pointer finger will be completely healed and looking fabulous in just a couple days. It actually might take a little bit more than usual because I'm pretty sure I clipped off part of my nail that you are not supposed to. I don't know the technical words and what it's called, but I definitely pissed it off badly. So now we're going to go in with our Nailzinacoffin cuticle oil. This is in the scent Seduce Me, which I always say they're my favorite. It's because I honestly think they're all my favorite. I don't know why my hand is so far on the top of the screen. Apologize for that. Clearly I was done for the day and not paying attention. It happens sometimes, but I think you guys all know how to put cuticle oil on, so I'm not really teaching you anything, but it is an important step. So cuticle oil your nails every day, multiple times a day. The more the better. There is no such thing as too much. Unless you're allergic to it, then don't do it at all, or use something you're not allergic to. Okay, I really feel like I should stop talking this morning. I am super yappy and I don't even know what to talk about anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that if you haven't tried a French tip yet, this gives you the confidence to. I really did not like French tips. Well, I mean, I love them, but I didn't like doing them because they never turned out good. But lately I have definitely been loving doing them. So it just takes practice and time, and maybe you have to do a little bit of nail art at the tip to make them look better, which is kind of what I did. Although I think they, for the most part, turned out pretty even and symmetrical and all of that good stuff. But there was one nail that wasn't as good. And then, oh, I love these decals and I love that blue color. Okay, I'm done yapping. Thank you again for joining me. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe, like, do all that fun YouTube stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a beautiful day. Bye.